ain't giving no slack like a Burger King with the sack of Big Macs. We're throwing down with the rockables ass on time. In your mind, you see, you gotta work to your best ability. You gotta funk it up until they knock you down. And when you're bumping up, make sure you pass it around. Come on, let's go to work. We got what'll make your body jerk. Make you throw your hands up in the air, shake your...
Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. We are at the home of the Bucks in beautiful Milwaukee. And, of course, Greg Powell. This is their first game without him.
What the trade means to me, guys, is they think some of their young players are ready to take on more responsibility, and they're going to be more minutes for guys that weren't seeing a whole lot of them before.
Prince outside, and the dunk by Prince.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. You know, Stan, there are so many things to like about Giannis Antetokounmpo's game. What sticks out most for you?
Well, look, I think, Kevin, most fans are going to say what sticks out is the obvious, his size and his athletic ability. But to me, what really stands out is the energy and intensity he brings on a nightly basis. As much or more than any star in this league, you can count on him every night to play as hard as anyone on the floor.
Here is Porter, following the score by Miles Turner. And that one, good. Porter's got his second bucket.
And that jump shot by Porter is pure. Has such a fluid shooting motion.
Williams comes with a double team. Back to Whitmore. Brooklyn with the rebound. Now Porter. And he's currently... Hold on!
Goodness. My goodness. Michael Porter Jr. showing all of his skill.
On its way from Turner for two. Off target from the wing. Here's Wolf. Fires it up. Outside Porter. And stolen by Prince. For three. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Williams comes with the double team. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Rollins. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And it's Whitmore missing.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
And that one's good by Porter. Timeout. Porter's got 8 points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. There's the triple. The shot by Rollins, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Porter. Milwaukee with the rebound. Pass to Whitmore. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And Whitmore a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
On the wing, Porter. He's got 8. Porter double team. 4 on the clock. Demon. That 3 off the mark. Bucks trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Giannis outside. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
That's too easy for Antetokounmpo. This D's going to have to push him further from the basket.
Pass to Wolf. Porter double team. Here's Wolf. No scoring in this one. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Shot clock at 2. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation.
Substitution on the court.
Giannis inside. The game now all-time. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
A towering presence. Antetokounmpo uses his size to his advantage down low.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer. Dictates your scoring options.
First personal foul.
And it's crucial that Turner remains assertive like this because it's how he's going to get these calls.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the court.
40 seconds left in the first. Thomas deciding where to go with it. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. The Bucks have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Pass to Sharp. Now Thomas, guarded by Green. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. And again, it's the Nets missing. From outside the arc. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Bucks lead. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Milwaukee.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
To the inside. Here's Connie. Kuzma pulls it in. And Anthony's got the ball here for the Bucks. Stan, every night, Kuzma finds a way to contribute on the offensive end.
Yeah, Kevin, look, I think what Kuzma does is he'll find a way to score the ball. He'll do it running the floor. He'll do it cutting. He'll do it on the offensive boards. And he can make jump shots. He's got a lot of ways to score, and he can take what the defense gives.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks. Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Back to you, Kevin.
Leveraging all that size. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Here's Kuzma, following the three-pointer by Brooks. From deep, Prince gets the three-pointer to fall. Prince has got the lead up to 1 now for the Bucks. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Thomas, no good. Giannis, right side. Prince outside. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now here's Prince. He has 5. His three-pointer's off the mark. Porter inside. Pass to Wolf. Hits it from three-point range. Wolf got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best.
Now Kuzma lets it go with the 3. And the Bucks miss again. One-on-one here. Now here's Porter. This one for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Milwaukee making a switch here. And communication is so crucial to winning basketball. Coach, teams that can get on the same page quickly, they clearly have an edge, right?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know that there's anything other than effort, maybe, that is more important to good defense than communication. The only way teams...
Oh, whoa!
That's just unfair. Well, showing off the athleticism. At 6'10", Porter Jr. is a major problem inside.
Pass to Rollins. Shot clock at 6. The Bucks working the ball around. Whitmore with it. Williams picks him up.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
That shot off. Bucks trail by 4. Turner for 3. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. And the Nets with possession. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Pass to Wolf. It's up a 3. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
There's 1:54 left to play here in the half. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
So fun to see Giannis in space with the ball like that. Well, fun for his team.
With some arc. Rollins grabs the board. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 5-point game. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Pass to Carrington. From the arc. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Here's Buffkin. And he dunks it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Well, that's on the defense there. You can't allow Turner to get this close to the basket.
Here's Buffkin. 5 points in the game.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Pass to Rollins. Here's Whitmore. Thomas covering. And that one's good, Whitmore. And now just a 3-point Nets lead.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. It's Solomon to Antetokounmpo. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nets out in front. They're up by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. A moment for an injury report.
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for Milwaukee did provide some information. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Though it'll take some time to fully recover from this injury, the staff has given him the green light to play on it. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Yeah, we put so much effort into injury prevention in the NBA, but injuries are still going to happen. That's just the unfortunate part of the game.
Making it look simple. The athleticism of Giannis on full display.
They double him with Giannis. It's to Demon. And it's good for 2. Demon's got 6 points.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight, just unreal. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teams.
And Giannis throws it down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. And Claxton throws it down.
Look, if you double him, he'll make a play for someone else.
Pass to Rollins. Here's Giannis. 2 minutes into the second half of play now.
One of the most dominant scorers in the game today. Antetokounmpo takes pride in putting the offense on his shoulders.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo is unlocking a new aspect of his game. He said, quote, "I never initiate my offense from the high post, but Doc told me that you can be very effective there. It's hard for people to show a crowd, and you're one step closer to the basket. I plan to stay there for the rest of my career." Back to you, Kevin.
Clearly a new wrinkle. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. The Nets making a switch here.
Here we go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
Bucks trail by 3. For the tie, Wolf grabs the miss. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Demon. He's got 6. Banked in off the glass. Demon's got 8.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in the second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
And Kuzma slams it in.
And I like that Kuzma can go off 1 or 2 feet. It really allows him to attack the rim with ease.
Nobody near Williams. The three-pointer is right on target.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
And stolen by Thomas. He takes it in. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Got that one up quick. He's got 5.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Carlton Carrington. That's his first foul. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Pass to Highsmith. Here's Buffkin. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Nets lead by 7.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And they continue to control the glass.
And Prince comes to help. Pass to Demon. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pack.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Nets leading by 7. Here's Clowney. Here's Highsmith. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. .106 left in the third. Kuzma outside. Back to Carrington. Thomas outside. The shot, no good. Knocks it loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Carrington. They get it back. Driving in. Shot clock at 5. Count it. Portis has got his first points of the game.
Well, listen, Portis certainly doesn't lack confidence off the catch. He feels like he can score anytime down the floor.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Demon. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
6 seconds left in the third quarter. And he jams it with authority.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been... And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Nets leading by 8. Here's Saroff. Over Anthony. It's rebounded by Portis. Kuzma, left side. Launches it. Hangs home the trifecta. Kuzma's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Bucks. Here's Buffkin. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in. Brooklyn with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Saroff off target at the rim. Pass to Portis. So both teams making some changes here.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. 6 to shoot. Here's Giannis. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
And Porter here in the air and down hard. Woo!
Oh, stop.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste. He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. To the paint. The shot's good from Claxton. Claxton's got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Whitmore. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And when you watch Whitmore, he's much bigger than your average wing. It's a different type of matchup.
And both free throws good for Whitmore. Nets leading by 9. With the step back to the middle. Pass to Clowney. Back to Claxton. Puts one up from 19. Cleared away by Turner. And so they foul intentionally.
Third personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Here's Antetokounmpo. On the wing, Turner. Antetokounmpo inside.
Yeah, we know Turner's a great outside shooter, but when he plays big down low, he can be a problem.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Brooklyn.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside, and up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. Now Turner shoots the 3. Porter pulls it down.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Unloads from 13. That one misses. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 7-point differential. No good. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication is great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Ah, it's good.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, Coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Both shots good from the stripe. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
And he makes that one count.
Well, the defense has to respect Porter Jr.'s jump shot, and that opens up the lane.
Antetokounmpo. Johnson outside. Whitmore with it. 6 on the shot clock. Another shot. And down goes the layup.
Well, that's where you want to be, getting those easy money looks.
Williams outside. And taken away by Johnson.
This has reached desperation time for him.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
That does not go.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Porter fires. Rebounded by Portis.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Porter. No good on the layup. So it's the Nets picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had...
That's a nice playing ball at the rucker. These read off a script. When they see me, they stop the acting. I lock the class in nights. I would battle them with lots of